Hello and welcome to Regulatory Wrap. This week we're looking at a topic that seems to be on everyone's agenda, whatever region you're based in: operational resilience. With less than a year to go until the FCA's transition period ends and final rules for operational resilience come into force, the regulator has published some observations. In a nutshell, these are the findings of reviews it has conducted into how well firms are preparing for the March 2025 deadline. While the FCA doesn't express direct concern that firms won't be compliant in time, it does highlight some interesting findings which it sets out so that firms can review their own approaches. In some instances, the FCA is seeing that firms are not identifying important business services on the principle of substitutability, which is basically the idea that in the event of an outage, their competitors could continue to service client needs. The regulator notes that when determining your important business services, you should be looking at all factors as set out in their helpful handbook and should not be considering response and recovery as an identifying factor. The FCA also looks at third parties, reminding firms that if a third party is delivering an important business service and then fails, it's still the responsibility of the firm. To mitigate any risk here, the FCA wants to see firms assessing any third-party vulnerabilities and extending their scenario testing to include third parties as well. Finally, the FCA notes that while it is seeing firms set impact tolerances, they're not often able to explain why those tolerances have been set. It has also observed firms doing scenario testing, but not testing responses to disruption. With DORA on the horizon, as well as various rules and guidance from the FCA, Bank of England and CFTC in the US, firms should be investing significant resource into assessing operational resilience. Are you confident your firm could meet the new FCA benchmark? Join us next time for another Regulatory Wrap.